What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a Mullen raw price action and statistical thread of analysis. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video with a friend so that you and them could join ARCab, a trading community. Mullen stock is facing some serious little things down here, you guys. I want to be able to talk about where we're currently sitting. This can either present a serious opportunity for a move to the upside or a move to the downside. As you can see, the triangle is a little bit different from how we drew it yesterday. And the reason why is because today's price action actually changed the shape of the triangle into a symmetrical triangle. Now, symmetrical triangles have, opposed to a pennant, these have a bearish and bullish outlook. So, which is very reminiscent of what's happening within the overall market structure with FOMC meeting coming on Wednesday, jobs on Friday. This is very typical for it to happen. And in fact, all the threads of analysis that I've been performing are facing such indecision. But if you notice here, we are right at the very bottom of the support of this triangle right here, you guys. I need you to be super careful with how you trade this for the coming days, because the FOMC can literally rug the entire markets and we can be in some serious trouble. Please make sure to practice with risk management, use your stop losses, and this can help us survive for another day of trading. Okay, so a couple things to review here within this triangle. It does have a price objective for us to take a look at. The trend line, like we always talk about, is taken from the hypotenuse of the triangle to the lowest point and then applied to a point of breakout. So if we were to guess, this is an hourly chart. So if we were to guess that we were to break out tomorrow around this area here, we can see a target of about 69 cents, right? To be exact, is 69.08. And as you can see here, we would potentially cross the 1.618 Fibonacci ratio, which is suggesting about 66 cents. So this is likely an area of resistance if we were to reach to that top level. Now, what I drew on based on the price objective trend line is this measurement here that measures about 4.14%. To the downside, you can see the trend line also. It's taken from the same place, from the hypotenuse to the bottom here, and then placed at a point of breakout. So as you can see here, we also passed the 1.618, and it also has a 4% deficit here, just very similarly to this. They're rhyming almost in. This is harmony right here, you guys, and it's I don't know what to make of it. This is actually just a speculation, and it's a discretionary detail that I'm sharing with you guys, just so that we can be able to share things together. All right, please let me know in the comments what you think of things like this. But regardless, it's there. Also, so our 200-day simple moving average is landing right at this range here, which is about 36.95. Apologies, you guys. My screens are actually just a little bit further away from me here in the studio, so it makes it a little difficult for me to see those tiny numbers. I should make them bigger, right? Excuse me. So we can potentially have similarly to this, we can have a range of support if we were to fail this triangle, if the FOMC rug pulls us. But that is definitely something I wanted you guys to note. And if we just zoom in carefully, please also know, you guys, that I'm partially short-term bearish on Mullen stock for now. Due to the price action today. We are currently sitting, this candle closed below the 100-day moving average, and we are currently using the SMA 10 and the 7-day exponential moving average as kind of an assist to the way down. We're also below the 50-day, the 30-day exponential moving average and the 50-day simple moving average. So there's a lot going against us right here, you guys, but it's still it's very hard to be able to tell the direction on these assets when there's a psychological component applied based on macroeconomic catalysts such as the FOMC meet and jobs, and I think CPI is next week or something. I forgot what it was, you guys. We'll touch bases on that. And if you know what it is, please inform me. Let me know in the comments below so that I can be able to be up to date with you guys as well. Also in the Discord. But let's move on to the next chart and take a look at what Mullen has to show us. So this is the statistical side of the analysis, you guys. We talked about a range down here between about the 40 cent area and 41 cent areas, a 1 cent gap, and the 30-day exponential moving average happens to be sitting right around that area here. So this candle structure making the lower highs, and this is suggesting some temporary downside. But if we were to fail this overall support, which could be at this candle low, the range low, or the swing low, right? So we can, if we were to fail that, we can actually make our way down to potentially use this area as support before a continuation to the upside. And the reason why I can suggest such things is because our 12-hour momentum oscillator is still suggesting a downside with both the signal line and the average moving towards the downside, you guys. This momentum oscillator is very similar to an RSI, so it's letting us know that we do have some further downside to face. And as you can see right here, we are currently in a contraction phase from the volatility indicator. This is volatility we're looking at, represented by BBWP. And this is direction neutral, you guys. So if we were to be making our move, if we were to be making an ascent from fully contracted levels, price action doesn't necessarily have to go up towards the upside. But in this case, it is absolutely in accordance. And this could be a corrective move here. So what I mean by corrective is that if we did complete the move to the 40 cent range here and cover that gap, this the momentum oscillator could potentially be at a very low level here, so that we can start making an ascent along with a completed BBWP, a completed volatility signal at the extreme contractive level, so that we can then make an explosive move towards the upside. Please know that we are still, we haven't made the new low just yet for this candle structure. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because we're making a higher high structure and what could potentially be a higher low. So even if we did retrace to these levels here, you guys, that would still make us a higher low structure, meaning that we would bounce off of here and continue, and we're still on an upward ascent. So in an ascent, better said, right? So this is important for you guys to know. And I mean, if we did reach this bottom here, that would present an outstanding opportunity for us to get long this stock. Okay, so based on the for the newer viewers, based on, let me just go ahead and zoom out just a little bit so that I can get these metrics up. The bullish case scenario were these averages, but because we are already in a contractive phase, I would like to actually run the back test on retracing from contractive levels versus the momentum oscillator. So since we're on the path to that, these averages were actually calculated based on a retracement or an ascent from fully expanded levels, from extreme highs above the 90 percentile. So the likelihood of me running a back test is pretty high, you guys. This is we're going to potentially be under the 15 percentile, and these critical lows can also present an explosive move to the upside. So let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we got. Okay, so this is the 12-hour RSI. We did notice yesterday that a signal here. This is bullish divergence that we found, and even with today's price action going down to these lows, this signal is still technically active. So we have price action making a higher low here, and we have the RSI signal making a lower low down here. So this is definitely still in action, you guys. Let's go ahead and just open up a few other time frames so we can get a bias and direction, see if we can have an edge for tomorrow. But I mean, this is going to be very difficult to catch, you guys. Let's start with a 30-minute right instantly. So the RSI is you see this green line and red line. We have it split into two sections right here, you guys. The top section being the bullish control zone, and the bottom section being the bearish control zone. Both zones are split into two. We have the bearish, this is the bear strength percentile. We have bear weakness percentile. This is bull weakness and bull strength, just in case you guys hear me talk about some or mention some of those references, you'll know what I'm talking about. So the 30-minute immediate term time frame, we are in a bearish structure here, you guys. This is the moving average above the signal line, and we are well within bear strength percentile right here with a downside pivot. This is for immediate short term, remember. Let's look at the 15 and see if it suggests the same. Yes, we actually currently made bearish cross. The moving average is now above us, and this is well within the bear strength percentile. Now let's move up to the bi-hourly and see what it's suggesting. Okay, so we're now within the bearish control zone, particularly in bear weakness with the downside suggestion, and also below the moving average. So this is telling us that there is some downside, huh? There is some downside coming for the price action for tomorrow, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm actually reading the notes as I'm talking to you. Let's look at the 4-hour and just see if it's suggesting similar stuff. The 4-hour is very much in an indecision right here, you guys. So this is very typical, since this would be affecting possibly the mid to later term, even after hours trading tomorrow. So the indecision in this could be based on, like what I said, the FOMC catalyst and all the other economic reports coming out. Let's go to the 6-hour, you guys. So the 6-hour is sitting within bull weakness percentile. It's also within the shallow sides of this thing, indicating some sideways trading right here, you guys. This is definitely no bias in direction. The 8-hour is suggesting downside. So, but it's downside from a very close area to the bull strength percentile here, you guys. We can give this some weight. We can see some downside, potentially a recovery by the end of day tomorrow, you guys. Let's look at the daily RSI and see what it's got for us. Daily RSI is also suggesting a downside pivot. Our moving average is actually facing towards the upside, so this could potentially be a corrective move. It's well in accordance to what we were talking about within this area here, you guys. We can potentially bounce here and eventually make that decision. So now we're usually these triangles tend to realize within the 70 to 75% completion, or as we approach the apex. This is very likely to break out within the coming session or two, you guys, and it would be in accordance with the FOMC meet, of course. So the terrible thing here is that this triangle has both a bearish and a bullish price objective. So I am not a financial advisor, you guys. I cannot actually advise for you to buy or sell an asset. Please take whatever I do show on these videos as a form of entertainment, you guys. Okay, so another quick thing for us to notice here is these are the ARC-Series indicators. So I partnered with Crypstex Trading. They are an intelligent group of coders who have partnered up with me, ARCa, and created a set of indicators for us to be able to use on scalping strategies day trades, momentum trade type things, you guys. So this is the ARC armor, and this is giving us a set of exponential moving averages that are very close to each other, and algorithmically placed within this chart so that it can be able to follow price movement and price trend, so that it can show us what the potential move is going to be in the coming hour or session. So I would personally use this type of indicator within the 5-minute realm, 1-minute realm, to max about an hourly chart. Very, very, very cool indicator, and it actually gives us buy sell signals. So we have a long position here. It went all the way up here. This is a short signal. This is actually what I wanted to talk to you guys about. This short signal fired off right over here, and we're still creating these this lower trend, and we have not yet recovered or created a long signal yet. So this is in accordance to what we're talking about in the full thread of analysis, you guys. This is this indicator here is the ARC enhanced MACD, and as you can see, the bear signal is fired off as well, but there is this indecision, and we still have not received the bull signal. So you can see that the enhanced MACD and the armor were in accordance with the bull, with the buy signal here to go up. So these tools are definitely good for us to be able to use while we trade, you guys. So definitely reach out to me on the DMs. These indicators can be available to you, and along with acquiring these indicators, I'll go ahead and include the short-term time frame and regular BBWP ARC Series 1 and the ARC RSI. So definitely reach out to me, you guys. So this is a good place for me to leave off the video. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me on the Discord, on Twitter. I'm going to leave the links on the description below for you to talk to me, you guys. We'll further discuss this analysis. But for now, you guys, I wish you all a good night, and I'll catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.